Hi everyone, my name is Khushi and today for this particular video we are gonna learn more about a scholarship which has just been announced for women in computer science. Generation Google Scholarship for the Asia Pacific or the APAC region. Before getting into the video, let's get an overview about what the scholarship is all about. So the Generation Google Scholarship is specifically made for women who exhibit a background in computer science. Previously, it was known as the Women Tech Makers or WTM Scholarship. Now this year, the deadline to apply for it is 29th of March 2021 and all the selected candidates would receive a scholarship amount of $1,000. Now let's hop on to learn more about the eligibility criteria and application process for it. So now, let's learn more about the scholarship and see how we can apply for it. So to begin with, we can go over this link. And the same link is also mentioned in the description box below. So make sure you check that out. So when you click that link, you will be redirected to a page like this. Now here are some key specifics about the scholarship. And so let's learn more about the eligibility process for it, or what's the eligibility criteria. So to be eligible to apply for this scholarship, you should be recognized as a female full-time student and you should be studying a bachelor's in a university which falls into the APAC region or the Asia Pacific countries. You can read more about the APAC region or the APAC countries on their official website. The second important criteria here is that you should be studying either in your first year or in your second year. That means you should be either a freshman or a sophomore and you should be studying computer science or you should have a well-versed background with a very closely related technical field. So these are some of the few and some of the key eligibility criteria. You can definitely get a read through over that. Now let's learn more about the application process. So while applying for it, we'll start with something important, essentials of it. Make sure that you are ready with a PDF copy of your resume or your CV. A current updated one would make it well good enough. The second important thing here would be that you will have to submit your academic transcripts. Now, if you do not have a prior degree, then you will need to submit your academic transcripts only from your current university. But if you do have earned a prior degree, then you will need to submit your transcripts from your current and from your previous institution. But it's already mentioned over here that the transcripts can be unofficial, so we can take into account that. And now comes the most important part of your application, which would be the responses to the short essay questions. So let's read more about the questions. So these are the two questions for this year's application. So one tip over here would definitely be to get well versed with these questions. Now, what do I mean with that? To be well versed with the questions, make sure that you understand the essence of these questions. Make sure that you can resonate and relate to it. You would be able to understand what they want to take in as an answer and what they're exactly asking you. And for that, you can read out the question at least 3 to 4 times so that you will have a proper statement clear in your mind and in your head. There are some also key specifics about how you can submit the answers in one PDF document and with a particular file name, and make sure that the answers to your questions should be written in English and they should be confined within a word limit, which is either 400 words or less than that. So make sure you stick to your word limit because that does adhere an important section. So this was a little bit about the application process. Now to apply for it, you can go over this button which is the apply now and you can apply for the scholarship. So until last year, it was conducted like this would have been the first round of application. And after this, there was a Google Online Challenge which was conducted. And after this round, there would be another round which would be the interviews. And after the interviews, the selected candidates would be informed about the result.